Now, when they talk about Disney live action remakes, don't like them or are bored by them, I'm not sure Moana 2026 is going to change their minds. Moana 2026 is the new Disney live action adaptation that just hit theaters. It's adapting the 2016 animated movie, which has become a big classic film in Disney Animation Studios over the last decade. In the directorship of this movie is Thomas Kail. He's a longtime collaborator with Lin-Manuel Miranda, but this is his first time with a feature-length directorial movie outside of him being the one who directed the Hamilton movie that we got to see on Disney Plus all of those years ago. This tells the same exact story as the movie, which is based on the script from Ron Clements and Jared Bush. Catherine Laiaya, hope I'm saying her name right, takes over the role from Ollie Carvalho as Moana, the princess of this island that used to be voyagers but now do not go past the reef. And she's picked by the ocean to go find Maui and return this green item to its rightful place. So all of the kingdoms, all of the islands have their natural food, water, and all of those natures. Maui is played by Dwayne Johnson, who also voiced the character in those animated films. The movie is an hour and 55 minutes long and is PG. Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinnerberg, and we're talking Moana 2026. And I am someone who was very late to the party on Moana, didn't really watch it when it came out. I think I watched it for the first time actually a year before I got to see Moana 2 in theaters, and I really liked the first Moana movie. I don't think it's like a classic all-timer film, but I think from a music perspective, from Lin-Manuel Miranda, it does hit the high notes that you want from a Disney animation studio movie. I thought was really excellent. The sequel, I thought was clearly put together as a TV show into a movie. It was like passable, but it wasn't that great. But this live action remake got me extremely nervous. I'm not the biggest fan of all of these live action remakes from any studio. I liked How to Train Your Dragons last year. Disney wise, I liked Jungle Book a lot. I think Cinderella was really good. There's some other ones in there that are good, but a lot of them miss the mark. Like Aladdin, I liked, but movies like Dumbo, The Lion King, and others really miss the mark. So, where was this movie going to land? And sadly, this joins the stereotype of other Disney live action remakes. This movie is basically a one for one, shot for shot remake of the animated movie. Same shots, same dialogue. There's no major changes whatsoever as it pertains to this movie. There's like, I would say 5% of changes to the actual animated movie, and those are like minute changes. They're not glaring changes that, from a casual fan perspective, aren't going to see those coming from a mile away. This, as I was watching, it just felt like a product that the studio just needed a movie to print money. This doesn't feel like a movie that has a passion to do anything different or at least give us a reason on why this movie is being made other than to make money. And that's all I was thinking about throughout this entire movie. This film has no distinct style or different qualities than the animated film. It actually loses a lot of its color, luster, and energy from the animated film. It just feels so much more soulless than I was expecting. The first movie is so emotionally powerful, riveting, authentic. You can laugh, you can be emotional, you can get really into the story here. Again, it's the same story. It's very simple. Are the songs great in here? The songs are great in this movie, but again, they're the same exact songs as the animated movie. And I just felt there saying to myself, saying, this movie needed to give me, as a viewer, a reason why this exists. That's what every live action remake needs to give me. Why does this movie exist? If you're adapting something that was already really good, what are we doing, right? What is the point? What is there to elevate by making it live action? And like with How to Train Your Dragon, for example, that movie was shot on location. The creators behind those movies were actually physically a part of the film. And you really want to see that world, those dragons, and that whole universe in live action. There was a reason to do that movie. Here, you just don't feel the same sentiment when you're watching this version of Moana. The animated movie is gorgeous. It's such a colorful movie, just jaw-dropping animation. And my jaw was just never on the ground watching this movie. If at all the story is the same, obviously the performances are very similar. all of that stuff. What you could have is eye-popping images, cinematography, locations. This whole movie just felt like it was shot on a giant green screen. Nothing really feels tangible in this movie. And as I said, the first film, the animated film, is so colorful. This movie is so visually bland compared to the animated movie. It's so much more less colorful and vibrant. And that's also why that first animated film really stood out. Now, from an acting level, I'm not going to say the acting is bad in this movie, but again, none of the acting is great in this movie. I think Catherine Lagaia, hope I'm saying her name right again, she does a serviceable job as Moana, but it's not a performance that will blow you away or will make you think she is the next big movie star when you watch this movie. She does her job. She's very serviceable. The Rock, I would say, is also doing some very serviceable stuff. Sometimes you feel like his heart is really into this movie. There's also points in the movie where it feels like he's also just cashing in a paycheck by doing this movie. Which is weird because if you see all the promotion, you feel like he is so dedicated to this franchise. But there are points that he's kind of checked out by doing these exact same scenes that he voiced over a decade ago. The rest of the supporting cast feels extremely one note. There's not really a standout performance here. And again, I think Johnson and Lagaiga do have better chemistry than most people are giving them credit for. I do think there is chemistry there. But what's not allowing their chemistry to feel like it's top tier is that the movie just doesn't have enough energy to it like the first one. So I don't think this is like an all-time disaster live action adaptation. It just feels like a unnecessary movie that, again, it isn't awful. It's not good, but it's not awful. It's so well made enough. The songs do and the story will make you swept back into the movie at moments. But as someone who is a fan of the original film, this just feels like one of the more unnecessary Disney live action remakes they have ever done. I am giving Moana 2026 a 2.5 out of 5, guys. I am going 38%. I know it's harsh, but that is my thoughts on this new version of Moana. What are your guys' thoughts on the movie? Let me know down in the comments section. Like this video. Please also subscribe to my Patreon channel at Max Talks Movies. Really appreciate you guys. There's a tiers there for everyone. And this week, I'm starting to post some videos for you guys at least once or twice a week on there. So please subscribe to my Patreon and my YouTube channel. We're under 15 subscribers from 500. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon.